Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our next session, Standard 9th, subject English, and today we are going to cover second chapter, The Sound of Music. This chapter consists of two parts. Part 1, Evelyn Glennie listens to sounds without hearing it. And the second part is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. If we talk about the writer of first part, name of the first part is Evelyn Glennie listens to sounds without hearing it. If we talk about the writer, Deborah Cowley was born in India, grew up in Toronto and graduated in Canada. Now if we go further, if we take about the title, The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music is an apt title for the two features that narrates the inspiring success story of two talented musicians, Evelyn Glennie and Ustad Bismillah Khan. Yes, dear students, this is the story. It's a motivational story and it motivates you in all the way that whatever happens in our life, whatever problems, challenges we face, we should never give up. Yes, we should always face the problems and challenges and overcome it and meet our goals. If we take the theme, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing. It's a very strange thing. Evelyn Glennie is a girl who listens the sounds but without hearing. How we can hear the sounds without hearing sense? Yes, we have 6 sense and each sense work out. So we have a hearing sense also through which we can hear the different types of sound. Now here is a girl who is listening the sounds but without hearing it. So in detail we will further study that how this happened. So before starting the story, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. Sorry, she has given her back something extraordinary. So, Evelyn, yes, when she was a small young child, she used to listen. Yes, she was not deaf from the birth, but gradually she has started losing her hearing sense. So God has taken from her hearing sense, but in return God has given her something extraordinary which has surprised the whole world. What we hear, she feels. What is that strange thing? The thing is that what we hear, she feels it. Yes, far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So students, it's true that if we want to hear music, melodious music, then we need a hearing sense, normal, and we can enjoy it. But here the girl, Evelyn, she is feeling the sense of the music, the hearing through her body parts, different body parts. So, once again, life doesn't always go our way. It's very true that we have many plannings in our life, but the plannings may get ruined sometimes and the life doesn't go as we want. Often we may face challenges and disabilities. How was response to these challenges is important. It is always said that life without problem is not a real life. Yes, everyone faces the problems, challenges. Now, how we are facing these problems and challenges, that thing is very important. Sometimes we may develop a negative attitude. Yes, sometimes people take these problems and challenges as negativity. But some people take these challenges and problems as the opportunity. Deborah Cowley, in her biographical feature, Evelyn Glennie listens to sounds without hearing it, writes about the achievement of multi-percussionist. Percussionist means the person who can play the different types of instruments, musical instruments. So Deborah Cowley, the writer, In this story, he is writing about the achievements of the multi-percussionist. Who is this multi-percussionist here? She is the Evelyn herself. Evelyn Glennie, who overcome her handicap of hearing impairment with great determination and confidence. So here this girl from her very young age who was facing the problem of hearing impairment, she has overcome this problem and has got the success in her life. Now let's study the further chapter in detail. Okay. Again the story is given in the point form. There are 10 points. First point. Rush hours crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. So here the setting. The story is starting from a position of a train platform, railway station platform, and there is a crowd. Yes, crowd jostle. Jostle means push roughly. People are pushing each other very roughly and they want to go ahead. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. So there was a girl standing who was feeling very nervous. Why she was feeling nervous? Who is this girl? She is Evelyn. Why she is feeling nervous? Because she is seeing that the people are rushing from here to there, they are pushing each other. So she was feeling very bit nervous at the platform, and for her some excited thing happened that she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Means we must have also experienced that when we are standing on platform and a train is arriving, we feel that vibrations through our body. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. So why she was little bit nervous? Because it was her first day where she has to go and give her performance at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. So she was from Scottish, and for her it was a bit frightening to go there. As a teenager, she was a fresher also. So she was a bit nervous, feeling a little bit low confident. But this inspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So again here we can see the irony of the life, that the girl Evelyn is deaf, but she is going for what? She is going for giving a music performance. Second part. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. So if we study about the Evelyn Glennie's past, yes, that how she has become deaf. So from the birth she was not deaf, but this loss of hearing has started being gradually. Gradually means slowly. Means till up to some age she was able to hear like a normal person, but after that she started losing the hearing sense. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. So her mother remembers in the past that mother has noticed this thing, that when the Evelyn was called for what? To play the piano. At that time she was of what? How much age was there? 8 years. She was only 8 years old and she was called to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. So generally if we call somebody's name, what happened? They give us the response, yes, they give us the reply. But here Evelyn was not at all responding when her name was called to play the piano. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. So who is saying this? Evelyn's mother is saying that when Evelyn's name was called to play the piano, she didn't move at all. And at that time mother realized, because mother is very close to the child. So very first mother has realized this thing, that Evelyn is having some problem in hearing. Says Isabel Glennie. Name of the Evelyn's mother is Isabel Glennie. For quite a while Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teacher. So in starting what happened? Evelyn started to conceal. Conceal means hide. Evelyn does not want to show or does not want to share her this problem, and she was acting like as she can hear. In starting she was trying to manage because she was hearing very slow, but what happened afterward? But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to specialist. Yes. So what happened afterward? When Evelyn was not able to hear, so in the normal classes when teacher was teaching and when the friends and peer groups and all they were discussing at that time, Evelyn was not able to hear the teaching sessions, and at that time what happened? Slowly the Evelyn's marks were getting low. She was performing very low in her examinations, like that way. So the headmistress, the teacher, gave the advice to the Evelyn's mother that you go to some specialist and have a treatment. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. What was the reason of her this loss of hearing sense? It was because her there was a gradual nerve damage. The nerve was damaged. Gradually it was damaging. So up till the age of 8 she was able to hear, but after the age of 8 the hearing sense started getting damaged slowly, and after that Evelyn was not able to hear properly, so she was missing her chapters in the classroom, though she was sitting there, but she was not able to understand because of the deafness. And as her marks also, her performance also went low in the class, so the headmistress has given advice that to go some specialist and have a treatment. So there it was found that because of the gradual nerve damage, the sense of the hearing was going low, and at the age of the 11 what happened? She was completely out of that hearing sense. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for a deaf. So as they have went to a doctor, so the specialist gave the advice that she should be fitted with hearing aids. Some hearing aids are coming, yes, by fitting that aids in near our ears, the person can hear clearly, and should be sent for some deaf. So there are some special schools also for the people, for the students who are not hearing or who cannot speak. So the specialist gave the advice that take the girl to the school where the deaf and dumb students are studying. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Now this was the turning point where the Evelyn was feeling so depressed that the future was looking like a black and nothing was there in future, and she was thinking that everything has gone out of her control. Third point. But Evelyn was not going to give up. Yes, again we can say here that Evelyn was a girl whose willpower was very much strong. She was a very firm, determined girl, and she did not give up here. Yes, so it teaches us also that whatever problem may come, whether it's physically or something financially or anything, we should not give up in any way. We should always strive for the best way to come out from there. So here also Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Yes, from the childhood only she was very much interested and fond of music. So she has determined means a firm confirmation gave to her own self that she will lead a normal life like other students. And she will also pursue her interest in music. Pursue means she will continue her interest in music and she will play the instruments and all this. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. So one day when she saw a girl, she also decided and she also want to play the xylophone. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. So when she was going in a normal school with the normal students and she was not able to catch up their things, some teachers have discouraged her that you should go to some special schools and like that way. But there was one percussionist whose name was Ron Forbes, and that person has spotted her potential. So Ron Forbes has played the main lead role in her life, and Ron Forbes have motivated Evelyn Glennie, and Ron Forbes has also spotted her potential. Yes, percussionist, again I will say, a person who plays the drum, tabla, etc. musical instruments. So her potentiality, her capacity, her ability was noted by whom? Ron Forbes. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. So what did then Ron Forbes have started her training. So very first the two large drums were played in the different notes. Notes means here the rhyming things which are in the music things. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. So who would say this line, these words? Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes said to Evelyn that you don't listen through your ears. Yes, of course she was not able to hear. So Ron Forbes said that try to sense it in some other way. Yes, so sometimes we feel the vibrations through our other body parts also. Yes, so here Ron Forbes motivated Evelyn that you listen the things not with your ears but in some other way. Try to sense it in some other way, says Evelyn. Evelyn then said, suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. So when the instructions were given to Evelyn by Ron Forbes that you listen the music through other sense, then suddenly what happened? Evelyn started realizing that she could feel the higher drum from which part of her body? From the waist up, and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in the different part of her body. Then what happened? Then the thing started going on. Forbes has repeated this exercise again and again, and soon Evelyn was catching up all the notes and all the vibrations, and she discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. Certain notes and means certain sound of the music was heard through her different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sound the vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. So then this was a turning point in the Evelyn's life, and she had learned to open her mind and the body to sounds and vibrations. And the rest was sheer determination and hard work. So what was the other thing? Other thing was her firm determination, her firm confirmation and her hard work toward the interest of music, and then she had never looked back and she had always gone ahead and achieved the success. Fourth point. She never looked back from the point onwards. From here, Evelyn has never looked back and she has got success in her music. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. So after that she has toured in UK, United Kingdom, and with the youth orchestras, band of the musicians, and at the age of the 16, yes, a teen age, she had decided to make music her life. So at the age of 16 she has made a very big decision that she will make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. Again, it was a great achievement where she has given the audition. Audition means to give a short performance so that the director could decide whether she was good enough or not. So she has given the audition, a short performance in Royal Academy of Music, and there she has scored one of the highest mark which in the history also no one else have achieved. So it was a proud filled moment for Evelyn. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. So first she was working with the orchestra, with the band, with the group, but afterwards she moved from orchestral work to the solo performance. Solo performance means giving the performance alone. At the end of her 3 years course, she had captured most of the top awards. So within the 3 years course only, she had captured most of the top awards which are given to the very highest attentive and one of the best musicians like that way. Fifth point. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. You can say this is the success mantra also, that if you work hard, if you want something, you have to work hard 110%, and if you will work hard for that things, at last one day you will achieve that things. As she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with the mastery of some thousands instruments and hectic international schedules. So here after the 3 years course, then her career period started and she has achieved the great top positions in the world, and she was one of the multi-percussionist, means she was the person who can play the more than thousands of musical instruments, and she was having a very hectic international schedules, means she has become very busy in her career life. So sixth point, it is intriguing to watch Evelyn's function so effortlessly without hearing. Intriguing means fascinating and curious. Yes, people are always curious and fascinated and attracted toward the things which are not in the normal situation, of course. So people were very much curious to know that how a girl without hearing the sounds can play the music very beautifully, very melodiously. So in our 2 hours discussion, she never missed a word. Now, when Evelyn was saying about her life and all that, for last 2 hours they were discussing, but she has never missed a word. Man with a bushy beard give me trouble, she laughed. Why did she say like this way? Because here Evelyn was getting the words from the person who is speaking to her by her lip sync. Yes, through the lip sync, Evelyn used to catch up the words and understand it. So she is laughing and saying that if a man is having the bushy beards and mustaches, she was not able to understand sometimes. So just in a kidding way, she said that man with bushy beard give me trouble. Yes, students, you can see here the picture of Evelyn. It's not just watching the lips, it is the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with Scottish lilt. So, flawlessly means without any mistake or fault. So, for her, catching the lip sync becomes easy when, and also she study the face also of the person and especially eyes, because our eyes speaks more than our words. So, she says that especially by seeing the eyes and the whole face and through the lip sync, she can understand the things easily, and also she speaks flawlessly with the Scottish lilt. So here again I would like to say that Evelyn was able to hear till the age of 8. Yes, so till the age of the 8 she has learned her mother tongue and she was speaking that language very easily. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. Yes, till 8 to 11 gradually she was losing the hearing sense. So till 11 she was able to hear the peoples and she has learned. That's why her speech was very clear. She says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. So after getting used to with her mother tongue, after losing her hearing sense, she has also managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. That is also one of the great achievement by her. Seventh point. As for music, she explained, it pours in through every part of my body. So for music now, what are her experiences? So she is saying that it pours. Yes, the music go through in her body part and it tingles in the skins. Tingles means it slightly causes a slight pricking or stinging sensations in the skin, my cheekbones and even in my hair. So these are her feelings for the music. When the music starts, the skin, her cheekbones, her hair, all this part of the body feels it. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. So when she is playing the musical instrument xylophone, how does the sound passes from the stick into her fingertips? Yes. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. So when she is playing the drum, at that time she is feeling the music through her body, how its echoes, the echoes of the sounds are flowing into her body and she can feel the vibrations there. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration pass through her bare feet and up her legs. Eighth part. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. Of course, delights means gives the surprises or gives the enjoyment. So her audience are very much excited, surprised, curious. Yes, that how Evelyn is able to play the music instruments without hearing it. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. So name of the award which was honored in 1991 to her. Says Master Percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but she has given her back something extraordinary. So her one of the master percussionists, whose name is James Blades, what is he giving the opinion, giving the complimentary to the Evelyn, that God have taken something from Evelyn. What is that something? Hearing sense. But God has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels. Yes, what is that extraordinary things? That normal person can hear the sounds, but Evelyn is able to feel that sound more deeply than any of us. We are hearing it with our normal hearing sense. But Evelyn is feeling that same thing through her body parts, and she is feeling more deeply than any of us. That is the extraordinary thing which God has gifted her in return. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Ninth point. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic person means a person who finds it difficult to stop working. Yes, workaholic means a person who always want to remain busy in the work and like that all. So Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to work often harder than classical musician, but the rewards are enormous. Yes, so she is saying that she is working more harder and harder than a classical musicians who work very hard on their practices. They do every day, they do practices for hours and hours. So here Evelyn was also doing that practice often harder like a classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Enormous here means many, means a big. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals also. So this is the Evelyn's, we can say, social activities also, that she gives the free concerts in the prisons to the people who are there, those prisoners, and in the hospitals to the patients. Yes, so these people who needs the motivations, who need some, who wants to build up their self-confidence. So when Evelyn goes there and give the concert, these people's motivations get boosted and they love to live their life. So she also give high priority to classes for younger musicians also. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. So Anne Richlin, yes, who is she? Of Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children. So for deaf children, Evelyn is like a role model. She is shining inspiration for a deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. So here, when Evelyn is going and giving her music concerts in these institutions, where the deaf children are there, the deaf children, after hearing after seeing the Evelyn's music concert, they feel so motivated and they are getting inspired so much by them that deaf children are saying that now there is nowhere that they cannot go. Means all the ways are open for them. Physical handicap will not block their path of the success and they will achieve all the goals. 10th point. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. So again, Evelyn Glennie is also the people who are twice her age, means who are more than her age also. She has also been the role model for them also. She is also inspiring these types of people also. She has brought percussions to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. So she has become a very successful role model for those people who are handicapped, who thinks that their life has been stopped or has become stagnant because of the physical handicapness or physical challenges. This type of people, when they see Evelyn, yes, so they become so motivated that they say that if she can do, then why I cannot. So they have become so much motivated by Evelyn. So if she can do, I can. And enormous pleasure to millions. So if we say the message which we get from this story, it's a real fact story. Evelyn Glennie's achievement gives us the message that handicap may be countered, problems may be overcome, and aspiration can be realized if one is firmly resolute and confident. Yes, if we are firmly resolute, if we give promise to ourselves, if we are self-confident, highly self-confident and firm determined, then nothing can stop us. Those who do learn to overcome hardship certainly achieves the highest goal. In the word of James Blades, master percussionist, again I would like to give these words of James Blade, who is a master percussionist. The words are, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. These are the words spoken by James Blades, who is a master percussionist. So students, here the story gets end, and we should also get motivated through this story, and we can overcome any problems and challenges which we face in our life. So once again, a kind request to all my dear students, stay at home, stay safe and do your studies regularly. Thank you. We will meet the second part in our next session. Do your studies well and have a nice day. Thank you.